Hi guys, welcome back to my computing corner, and today we will be continuing on celebrating 25 years of Mac OS X with an upgrade from Cheetah released in 2001, the same year as Cheetah itself, and it goes by the name of Mac OS X Puma version 10.1. So without further ado, let's power up. This is my iBook G3 I'm using here, the Snow dual model. And we finally have USB support as well. Let's boot that up. And we are greeted with a Happy Mac. Now, I mentioned in the last video that I did of this in Cheetah that this and Cheetah would introduce, when you boot it up, you'd be greeted with the Happy Mac. And oh dear, gotten off to a bad start already. Oh no, thought it crashed for a moment. It did crash for a moment. So I'll take you around some of the apps that we've got in Cheetah, in Puma. They both released in the same year, so they can expect me, forgive me for the confusion. But this is Puma, which was released about 4 months after Cheetah. And this had 5 updates for it. I wonder actually, if I look at about this Mac dialogue, I wonder if it will say 2001 or 2002. Which you'll find out when it hurries up and loads. But join me back in a bit, because this will take a bit of time to load, and I'll take you around the tour of Mac OS X Puma. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys, and you've just joined me at the launch of the Puma desktop, and I've already sorted out the desktop background as well on this and in 9.2, because this is a dual boot, so it comes with Mac OS 9.1 and Cheetah by default. I've got the recovery discs in case I need them. But then you also get, just try and sort this out. But then you can also upgrade this to Tiger, but then something tells me you probably shouldn't, because this has only got, this laptop, this iBook, has only got a 10GB hard drive, and Tiger fills up about half of it. So by the time I've sorted everything out, I was left with about 500 megabytes. And that's when you sorted out Tiger as well. But here I've got about 4.2 gigabytes. 4.21 gigabytes. Now I've noticed that when you go into preferences, that's the Finder preferences. If you go into system preferences, it still shows up as system prefs for short. And you've still got your classic Mac OS 9 interface. But this was at around the time that they started thinking about phasing out the classic support. And I'll explain more as we head towards those systems. We have Acrobat Reader 5, which I'm obviously going to accept. Portable document file, PDF. I think it actually stands for portable document format. Portable document. Yeah, that's fine. I've got iMovie for Mac OS 9.2. And that's for Mac OS X. It'd be interesting to see how I can put together a film on here. Look at the classic on that. We can make a new project on that. Let's come out of that for now. I will put together a film on this. Be interesting to see how it all comes about. If I want to do something for Cheetah though, I think I'd have to install it first. But never mind. We can definitely have a look at the recovery disk and see what I can come up with, see what I can find. Do like a little experiment on my PowerBook G3 and see what will run and what won't. But let's go back into the applications, because finally we can launch Microsoft Office. We also have Windows Media Player. Which is also interesting. And there's a sample file there as well. Probably shouldn't open that. Let's go into Word, because I can use Microsoft Office. And that gives you the blank documents. You can even open up stuff in PowerPoint and Excel as well. Entourage, that was the name that was given to Outlook when it came to Office for Mac, which is interesting. Do textile. Let me see if I can get Apple Garament on here. This gadget. This is interesting. I like that font. But there's one thing I just want to type on here. Oh, yeah. I've noticed that you can't do double space bar for the to make the full stop. Whoops. Yeah, Mac OS wasn't recognised. It wasn't a recognised spelling in 2001. But it is now in 2026. Well, it has been since just trying to remember, 2016, when Mac OS Sierra came out. I think 2012 was Mountain Lion, 2013 was Mavericks, 14, 15. Yeah, 2016. I'm going to switch to a different fonts. Problem now is which one. Let's go for Lucida Grand. We do have Etcanura as well. That's better. So if you press Command, it's pressing Command at this point. That is the Mac's equivalent of Windows Control. So on a Windows laptop you press Control, whereas on here you would use Command. Try and use a different font. That'll do it. There we go. And then I'll come out of that. And then we'll look at something else. We probably won't risk doing Messenger on here, because that's long gone. We've got Internet Explorer 5.1. The specified server cannot be found. Let me try Google. Specified server cannot be found. Now you can't do anything in Microsoft Explorer, Internet Explorer even. No, of course you can't, because I'm not connected to the internet. Darren, you idiot. But then you've also got Apple OS 6, which works in almost the same way as Microsoft Office. But you have it so, I've done it so that you can choose whichever one you want. But there's one thing Microsoft Office doesn't do, and that's Paint. Yeah, that looks really rather skewy. I'm just going to see. Ah, there we go. You would have thought that it would allow you to... I actually got nothing to blend with. And then you can do a triangle as well. Oh, look at that. You can even do text as well. Can I change the colour of that? My handwriting turns out quite well when using the airbrush spray can. Which I am surprised about. Let's come out of that. No. And then I'll just treat it to a game of chess. See how well I do. But with this, I've set this up too easy. Let's have a look. Pawn F2 to F3. Pawn F... What the heck? Pawn F2 to F3. Right, let's try again. Don't know whether or not that's a good way to play chess, by starting out with your knights. But there we go. Now I'll bring a knight out. Better move my knight, or I'm gonna lose it anyway because I've got a knight there. Yeah, I thought I would. Castle, king side. That probably wasn't the smartest choice. Right, let's take that pawn. Right, I'm now in check. There's only one place for me to go. Can't go anywhere with my king. Right. Okay, that's checkmate. Because the knight's protected by the king on the queen on all squares. I'll try again. course. B3 then. Move a bishop, kingside bishop. It's be quite dangerous when someone gets their queen involved. Right. Not much point in me putting anything in check at the moment because I'll lose it. But yeah, I'm going to end up losing my bishop. Yeah. Thought as much. That was a bad move. Oh, this is going to be fun. The only thing I could think of is moving a pawn. Take that pawn. Right, let's take that pawn. Lost it. Lost my rook to the bishop. Ouch. Right. Have I lost a rook? I think I've lost a rook. Yeah, I have lost a rook. I only have one. And I've also lost my kingside bishop as well. That's put me in check. I can take your rook. That's put me in check. I'm going to lose my queen. Maybe not. Oh, I can't take the queen because it put me in check with the bishop. That makes sense. Ah! game over. Yeah, never mind. I think I could have taken that queen. I think I should have taken that queen, but never mind. Right, what else have we got? We've got an updated version of iTunes. I'm just trying to remember what version this one is. Won't play any music because of copyright. No, all of it's from my stuff, so I won't get any copyright claims on it. iTunes 4, which is the last version of iTunes that will run. This is the last version of iTunes that will run on Puma. And we'll come out of just trying to work stuff out. You've got QuickTime Player. But other than that, there's nothing else. This is going to be fun. Well, I think that's going to be it for this video. So let's come out a QuickTime Player. I think that's it for this video. There's not really much else I can look at. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.